Time for a nice cup of tea. I love a cup of tea. Who doesn't?
Hello darlings, welcome to Tammy and Tiaras. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love every single one of you and I love your comments. Thank you so much. How have you all been? Come on Missy, do you want to come up? Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Oh, I hope you've all been well and contented and as happy as you can be. I have been. It's been an interesting week. It's been a typical mental health week, and yes, I'll tell you about it. So, I've got 3 things today that I wanted to address that deals with mental health, and I'd like to have comments back on it as to what other people think of this, if I'm silly or not, but I really need your opinion. So, it started off in the week I got a message from my niece. No, not my niece, she's my cousin in Tasmania. I haven't seen her for many, many years, and she was coming to Ballarat with her husband, and she wanted to meet up for coffee. The reason I didn't want to is because I get so nervous when I go out for coffee. I talk too much, just so sick from the worry of meeting up for coffee that I had a terrible attack on Tuesday night. And then that night, Bert and I were sitting there and I said, Bert, it's happening again. And I felt very, very sick. And then, of course, I started the normal, what happens to me when these turns come on. And Bert was wonderful. He held me up and all of this and helped me out as best as he could. And I was really, really sick. So I was too sick to check my blood sugars. And anyway, so I was back to the doctor and we had a chat and I had all my bloods done and everything. And one of the blood tests came back saying that I was low in salt. And anyway, apparently that can cause you to be quite ill. So, number one, darlings, when you've got mental health problems, you just think you've got your medication and you'll be fine. Okay? But really you need to look after your entire diet because it affects your diabetes, it affects everything that you do. So whereas I sort of cut down on my salt, it's showing that I need more salt and I will literally pass out if I don't have it. I have been in hospital once where I had passed out and the ambulance took me in. And anyway, so that wasn't so good. Now back to Tina. My mind's been flittering around everywhere this week. I have been just so stressed. Now that sickness attack was caused because I was so anxious about meeting Tina and her husband Jim for coffee that I cleaned the house like you would never believe. I drank so much water, which washes all the salts out of your body, and just honestly just made myself sick with worry. So that's not nice, is it? So yeah, I sort of, it's mental health. It's really hard to live with. Sometimes it's very hard just being me. So, number 2, I haven't been living in the moment. Now, I know I go on about living in the moment, but I haven't been doing it. And I got myself so stressed about Christmas again because Simone is having her lounge room built onto her house and she'll be without a kitchen. And I'm wondering, can I do the roasts? Can I not do the roasts? Oh, how am I going to do it? Because last year Simone cooked 2 roasts and all the potatoes in her oven. She did a perfect job. The boys loved it. Told me never to cook a roast again. That was a silly sneeze. So anyway, I rang Michelle and I had a chat to Michelle and said, look, maybe we should come over for the coffee in the afternoon. It might be better. I won't be able to do it. I haven't got the help. La 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 la. And I spent really 4 days of the week worrying about Christmas, which is 2 months off, and I shouldn't be worrying about it. So live in the moment, darlings. live in the moment. I spoke to Ben, who assures me that Simone will have a kitchen, and I know that her husband Zach will never leave her without an oven, so Christmas will be back on. And number 3, honestly, I haven't been looking after, how can I say I've been looking after myself when I nearly passed out again and was so sick? It's really, really hard because when you've got OCD, you always see everything else you have to do first before you do things for yourself. And that's why I do myself first, because or else I wouldn't get there. So number 3, you really do have to look after yourself, because if you don't, I mean, everybody falls apart. Everybody. So that's how it's been. Bert's been very busy doing some fence extensions, which is doing his generally pottering things. So he's been in the shed quite a lot. Lucy. Oh, that tastes good. There's nothing like a nice cup of tea, is there? What's been happening in your world? Please leave me a comment and let me know. I really love getting comments. It makes me so happy. I've been doing some more shorts because I find they're great fun to do. So check them out in the shorts reel if you'd like to. My Millie's doing really well. She's laying in there on her couch. She's just doing her little routines and everything. And her eyesight's got a little bit worse, but she trots around the house and she's happy. And while she's happy, that makes me happy too. Doesn't it, Lucy? Yeah, it does make us happy when Millie's happy. Yeah. So I hope you have a lovely week, darlings, and I hope that all goes well wherever you are in the world. Please leave me a comment and subscribe or like or whatever. It makes me very happy here in Ballarat. So I'm going to enjoy my beautiful cup of tea, which is just getting to the right temperature at the moment. And I might have something to eat too, because it is morning tea time here. So all right then, bye. Bye.
A few moments later.